beans and show like cornflakes. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa. Cause I stay with some jewels that can exonerate them from every ounce of troubled water they've been in. Spend in time in places it ain't safe to swim in. Without yelling, I try to tell them they should make amends. We're gone from where I'm from. You see so much pain. What the heat do it mean? Now they know my name. I done got it out the mud and put on for my baby.
Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Taking a look at the Thunder, Haka is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Harden in at the small forward spot. Covington kicks to Tice. Antetokounmpo against Ibaka. Antetokounmpo passes to Tice. 5 to shoot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pass to Tice. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. They get Russell Westbrook. A different look for Denver. Carter comes in for Daniel Tice. And it's Buddy Hield in for Chris Middleton. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Thunder. Kevin Durant comes in for Russell Westbrook.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
KD with the bucket.
Even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Bledsoe. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, really, Bledsoe has to keep hitting it from deep. When he does, I think that really opens up the floor for him and his team.
Harden the pass to KD. KD draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. The Nuggets with the ball. The Nuggets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Dragic against Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 11 points. Harden draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Oklahoma City with it. Outside for Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 46 points for KD.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. Your mind don't ever get extinguished. To count my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in.
Johnson, the pass to Warren. With the floater. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Jamison's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Johnson is out there with Ricky Rubio. And there's Jared Allen. Then it's Kareem. And it's Warren in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Al Harrington grabs the board.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
It's stolen by Allen. Warren against Harrington. Outside Warren. Over Jamison. And the shot by Warren, no good. Spurs trail by 6. Harrington down low. Working on Abdul-Jabbar. Passes it to Grant. Kicks to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Rubio. Pass to Warren. Johnson outside. Lets it go with a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
And entering the league, Magic was an average shooter at best. Has worked extremely hard to improve that facet of his game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shots good by Williams.
Game on the line. You need a guy who's willing to step up and deliver that sweet loop.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free.
It hurts to really live, but I need something to believe in. I need something that can keep me holding on. Can you see that? I need something that will keep me on the ground. We came to fight, we came to win. We lost before, but never again. Back on our grind, you know what it is. Yeah, this is our year. Knock us down once, we got up again. Put in the work, so I know we gon' win. This is for real, we never pretend. We gotta win. Had to stop being base. All of my dreams had to chase. Counting me out, I counted me in. Fell up before, but never again. They boxing me out, I never fit in. Never a pro, never compete. Just wanna win. I'm in my bag, no longer checking the tags. Remember the days I wanted this bad, now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Changing the game and I did the dash, there's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.
Paulie Stein kicks to Wiggins. Cleveland moving it around. Paulie Stein passes to LeBron. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They've got Wiggins. Kyrie Irving is out there with Derek White. Then there's Paulie Stein. And it's LeBron at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Bledsoe.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on John Beilein's huddle with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Let's see if they can get it done.
I'm not sure how he finds himself with so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Nuggets. Inside and stolen by Love. Irving double team to take the lead. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
And a deep three from Irving. Oh, and they take the lead. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach is pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Quietly, Buddy Hield has had some good moments in the NBA thus far. I know coming in, a lot of attention as a high draft choice, but his offensive game and the players around him, as they get better, are helping Buddy Hield out.
Here's Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound. This is why you got to love where Giannis is in the young part of his career, willing to drain a crucial shot for his ball club.
Irving against Middleton. Here's Love, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
A second chance effort. And it's White missing. Denver's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. To the paint. Here's Young. Here's Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
The free throw drops for James.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Giannis with it, guarded now by Kevin Love. Antetokounmpo.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called, Cleveland. They trail by 4. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middleton against Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he is unable to get the second one.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable, but now still a one-possession game. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
And another miss by Cleveland. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Third on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
From deep 3-point range, so the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
If I leave you
Pistons. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Fox kicks to Payton. And too long on the shot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
On the floor for Detroit, we've got Chauncey Billups. Finley is out there with Griffin. Then there's Richard Hamilton, and it's Wallace in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Seattle calls timeout. Chauncey Billups with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chauncey Billups.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made a pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last break, I got a chance to hear what the Supersonics head coach said to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, Gary Payton displaying his skills today.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
The Pistons trailing. Outside, Billups. Here's Hamilton. And a miss there on the triple.
If he forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And Fox, strong, very confident player, an excellent defender, and a solid shooter.
Real good, Fox. Fox hits them both. And so it's Detroit with the ball. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Wallace dishes to Billups. Excellent D from Howard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Van Horn. Rebound, Detroit. Pass to Griffin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Dwight Howard.
When Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player. Double-double threat. It's tough to match up.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Only down two now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a two-possession game.
Here's Van Horn, covered by Hamilton. 5 on the clock. Here's Van Horn, and stolen by Hamilton. From 20 feet out, and out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
Oh, man, what a time to turn it over. If this game doesn't go their way, they're going to look back on that.
Payton against Billups. Payton passes to Van Horn. Outside, Fox. Shoots. Money!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Here's Payton. Howard trying to free himself up. That one's not going to go. Griffin with some nice D. Down low, Kemp with the steal. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball, just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
So they get what they want out of that trip. Now a two-possession game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
Well, you can't be too physical with Griffin. I mean, he's adept at knowing how to get this type of call.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Rick Fox. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Phillips from outside. Finley. And again, it's the Pistons missing. So it's a narrow victory for the Sonics, pulling out the W. Probably.
In my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, head up in it, yeah. Head up in the game, 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 head up in the
Pippen against Horford. Pippen kicks to Jordan. That's a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Jordan's got 32 points in the game.
How about that intensity that Jordan brings? I mean, this dude comes alive during crucial parts of the game.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Enes Kanter. Travis Bertans out there with Rodman. It's Michael Jordan, and it's Pippen in at the 2-guard. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Magic Johnson.
And he's kind of taken on that role of chief distributor tonight and run with it. Seems like every possession's ended with one of his assists. And they played through him, and he's been one cool customer.
Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Well, the court awareness of Magic Johnson, coupled with his 6'9" size, make him as unique a point guard as we've ever seen, who does everything for this team. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throw. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Chicago calls timeout. Stolen by Magic. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Tries from 10. Here's Warren. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. 2:51 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson misses.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Warren against Rodman. Warren with the ball. Over Rodman. And the shot by Warren, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Jackson misses.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you got to make it.
Rubio, the pass to Allen. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Rubio against Jackson. And there it is for him. Rubio's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Los Angeles.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg.
Hey guys, keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Keep on.
Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Fires for 3. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Van Horn's got 5 points in the quarter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
On the court for San Antonio. Caron Butler is out there with Hayward. Then it's Al Harrington. Then there's Antoine Jamison. And it's Grant in at the 4-man position. Drills the 3-pointer.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Peyton against Butler. Outside, Fox. Here's Van Horn. Pass to Kemp. Peyton outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Peyton against Butler. And stolen by Peyton. Stolen by Jamison. Fast break. Here they come. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop
Here's the pass to James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Send Dwight Howard, who drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the Spurs with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Grant. Williams comes in for Al Harrington. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Butler. Here's Van Horn. Here's Payton. And good. He nails it. Payton's got 18 points just in the second half. And it's Williams with the ball for the Spurs. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Arenas. And a piece of it. Here's Van Horn. Fox passes to Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Dwight Howard's massive frame makes him a problem on the interior. Good job drawing contact.
Good on both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:05 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gilbert Arenas.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Gary Payton. Arenas, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Fox. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Seattle calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Ryan is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Shane Battier. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Martin in at the power forwards position. Now, here's Warren. Following the miss by Al Horford. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Rubio penetrating. The layup missed.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Order passes to O'Neal. Over Allen. No good off the back of the rim.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Horford, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Very concentrated effort on Horford's part to bully his way inside and draw the foul.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Johnson, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Miller's checked in for New York.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you.
Here's Kobe, and Bryant slams it in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now here's Johnson, and stolen by Miller. The 3 hits it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Miller against Rubio, and Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Miller, no up. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Worthy kicks to Rubio, stolen by O'Neal, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. To the middle, stolen by O'Neal. The pass to Martin, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Torres is checked in for Los Angeles. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. To the inside. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Kobe, that's for 2. Money!
O'Neal is a force of nature. And once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 3. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for a Jordan player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Caldwell Pope, who's checked in for the Lakers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 5. 15 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first. That increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tries a three off the inbound. Knocks down the trifecta.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus.
New York calls timeout. They're leading by 4. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those duties.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
something to believe in. I need something that can keep me holding on. Let me see it. I need something that will keep me on the I didn't win. I find time and time again it hurts to really live, but I need something to believe in. I need something that can keep me holding on. Let me see it. I need something that will keep me on the ground.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight. because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense and just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
We've got Antoine Jamison. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Williams. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Outside Williams. Passes it to Cousins. Takes a three. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Favors finds Jackson. Back to Favors. And stolen by Williams. Hayward with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And that one, good. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hayward's team looks to him to score in these situations. Just a gutsy player who takes these challenges head on.
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Outside Favors. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Williams against Curry. Lets it go from 14. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt them. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Got to feel confident whenever Thompson has the ball in his hands in these situations.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Arenas against Curry. Arenas goes in, the feed to Jamison, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jamison's got 5 points in the quarter.
He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
Arenas against Curry. Favors at the wide open look. No good with the triple. San Antonio trailing here. And Cousins kicks to Williams. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio getting another chance here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Green, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Now here's Jackson. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. Out to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Arenas. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And that's an intentional foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Percentage-wise, one of the top free throw shooters in NBA history. Steph has certainly made an imprint on this game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks, and an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but
For masters who have mastered how to manufacture classic chapters and the caps for those who hope to lock and pastors dip their cast the ore. No more paper to pass the Troy. And I said all that to furthermore explain that I've been on my way for a while now. I took steps. And I know you've waited a long time. But don't fret, we got next. We got next. Ooh, we got next. I might slip away if I don't feel nothing. Something bad will go down if you don't run it. Might be feeling stupid or looking crazy. 'Cause I'm crazy about the way you make me feel on a cloudy day. You make me wanna jumpstart my engine. I've been whipping, relieve the tension. Go to your house and undo the problems we did. In the end game.
About some of the most powerful dunks, Chris. The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh,
you did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, you would roast it over Jogic back in the day. Oh, my goodness. Off the tee. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes him with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on 3 rounds. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Richardson is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Parker, and it's Duncan, and it's Kittles in at the shooting guard position. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Duncan. And he could not hit that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Turner. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Boston.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Hit against Parker. Lets it go from the wing. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Kidd.
Well, they'll take that. But they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
Parker double team. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Tries again. Here's Duncan. Excellent D there from Garnett.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
That one drops for him.
And we all know Allen is used to these pressure situations. When they need a basket, his team feels comfortable getting him the ball.
On the dunk by Duncan.
Challenging defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
The free throw drops for Duncan. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Kidd. The pass to Garnett. Pierce trying to break free, and Garnett misses. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Duncan against Jackson. Duncan right side. And the rejection by Jackson. It's good. And the Heat lead by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Heat.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Parker.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Pass to Garnett. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a
in my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game, head up in the yell. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game. I'm letting go with hang time. I sleep on spend time. Oh yeah, take flight on airlines. What you say? I know the rest. We know the end. To a finesse, cut to collect. Daily offense we break down. Born in 97 to a single mother. 20 years later we run that. Push his team to make it personal. Underdog when it come back. Feel like LeBron, yeah. We got the stars, yeah. Only Vegas in God, yeah. Live like racing at the law, yeah. Harder up. I'm past the ridicule. Pressure more shake the truth. I keep the boss in that minimal, boy. If I gotta show both, I flex in the fact that there's nothing that's sinking us. 2K. That's the games like relay. Like TikToks like freeways. But homie, we gon' bring time. Yeah. Caught up in the moment, boy. It's like a dream. Yeah. Playing for the prize and we got a team. Yeah. Passion in my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league. Game time. Hey. Game time. Whoa. Game time. Hey. Game time. Whoa. Head up in the game. Head up in the yell. Head up in the game. Head up in the yell. Game time. Hey. Game time. Whoa. Game time. Hey. Game time. Whoa. Head up in the game. Head up in the yell. Head up in the game. Head up in the yell. If I did the day, bro, I'll be okay. Shepherd gave it all, never was. Yeah, they can hate my name, I won't compromise. Yeah, they can't take my faith, I left it all behind. Building a block like it's Legos, I say truth like it's traitors. They could be screaming at us, but you know who I rap and I wear what they do. Stay true the whole time, the lights on like showtime, the gloves on like Tyson. I'm all ears, I don't bite. Feel like the king of my city. Keep it warm with the job low. Kinda feel like I'm lying, so by the ones that play are true. West side, I would. But in my veins, but we never leave. So what I got to feel when you run the league? Game time, hey, game time, oh, game time, hey, game time, oh. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game, head up in the yell. Game time, hey, game time, whoa, game time, hey, game time, whoa. Head up in the game, head up in the yell, head up in the game, head up in the yell. Head up in the game, head up in the game, head up.
And a chance. Got to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
We've got Steph Curry. Christie is out there with Steven Jackson. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Goes back up. Got that bucket. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing, you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Fields checked in for Mutombo. Curry kicks to Favors. Outside Jackson. Pocket 6. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
Now here's Giannis. On the wing, heel. Giannis outside. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Offensive rebound. Into the Kumbo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak is the real deal.
And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across Greg all-stat category.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future. Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Because of his strength and his athleticism, hurls his way inside and gets contact because he's looking for it. No fear from Bledsoe there.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Trailblazers leading by 12. Outside Curry. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Middleton, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blown. And Portland called for the foul. Well, last season, Chris Middleton was asked Clark to change his game, and even though it took some adjusting, the results were there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's not easy for a guy of Middleton's ability. Early in the year, Coach Bud asked him to take on less for the good of the team. That meant less post-ups from Middleton, less shot creation from him, and the numbers for Middleton went down, but the success of the team took a big bounce forward.
Curry's shot is good.
Tonight's battle is going to very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball back.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Here's Curry. Dikembe Mutombo picking up that last basket. Outside Bogdanovich. For Middleton, again the...
Guys, keep on rocking in the free world. 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 Yeah, go ahead, go and do what you want. Live free, do what you want. Ride around town, ride a bike or something. Stay carefree, live like the sun. Man, I know how the times stay putting you down. I know it take a lot to put up a smile, but for now, do things you ain't did in a while. Blue dress, ooh girl, I'm feeling your style. We out to get it. We on that, we about to shut down the city. We made the weed find the force in our system. We love the weed on the cock of the vision. We don't got time like we don't on the watch. Whole team of mine will we blow up the spot. I'm getting mine, you should know it's a lie. But we got the people thinking you high. No, none of my watch. I don't wanna follow you guys. I don't wanna lie in your box. Python or Fox. Could ever try and stop me?
James finds White. Here's Irving, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Irving. LeBron James is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's White at the 2 spot. Wiggins with the block. James with it. Now Green defending, and finished off by LeBron.
Don't give LeBron James a lane to the hoop because he will be ruthless in his attack. He takes advantage anytime he sees daylight.
Now here's Curry to the paint. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Outside Irving. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, don't you see it so often? Kyrie Irving's speed makes him easy to foul.
Jackson is checked in for the Trailblazers. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Curry against Irving. They double-team Curry. Outside Jackson. And that one drops. 1:03 left in the fourth. Cleveland leading by 7. Irving looking for an opening. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Love against Curry. Here's Thompson. Second second chance shot. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Clay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
And so they choose to intentionally foul. This free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. I mean, his main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
Kevin, do you love that Derek Favors demanded the basketball with the game hanging in the balance? How beautiful, how tough.
Timeout called Cleveland. They lead by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I got a chance to hear what John Beeline told his team. He told them to play smart, but not to be cautious. He said, look, we got this lead by playing our way, and we'll keep it by doing the same. Guys, we'll see what happens.
All right, David, thanks.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get better.
Walking in the sunshine. occasion. I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And I don't ever get extinguished. Kick out my friends on one set of fingers. And they try to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant.